You are the Assistant Chief of Staff. Dapat pinoteksyonan mo si Vice President. No? Nakalagay doon, may pirma ka. May pirma rin si Ma'am Julieta Villadel Rey. Pareho kayo dalawa, ma'am. Ang nakalagay doon, pag pumipirma si Vice President Sara Duterte, certified. Expenses, cash advance necessary, lawful, and incurred under my direct supervision. Sino ang nagbibit-bit ng pera palabas?
Palabas
Sa bangko papunta sa sasakyan na sinasakyan mo.
Sa pagpapatuloy na pagdinig ng Kamara, patungkol pa rin sa controversial confidential funds ng OVP na pinamumunuan ni Vice President Sara Duterte, lumutang si Lemuel Ortonio na siyang assistant ng Vice Presidente at isiniwalat ang lahat ng kanyang mga nalalaman, partikular na sa pagproseso kung paano nakubra sa bangko ang milyon-milyong halaga ng pera na ayon sa mga kongresista ay napakadelikado ng mga hakbang na kanilang ginawa. Dito, nagkaproblema sa pagitan ng OVP. Napaglaman kasi na ang tumulong sa kanila na magbuhat ng pera patungo sa sasakyan ay ang empleyado ng bangko. Bagay na pinalagan ng Land Bank ito dahil mahigpit umanong ipinagbabawal ng nasabing bangko na tumulong sa pagbuhat ng pera ang kanilang empleyado na galing sa kanilang kliyente. Kaya naman nagkagulo-gulo na sa loob ng pagdinig, lalo na ang miyembro ng OVP dahil sa kung paano nila ito lulusutan. Panuurin, pakinggang mabuti at kayo na ang bahalang humusga. Ngunit bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag kalimutang i-like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more updates and for more upcoming videos. Maraming salamat!
So why you're giving your trust to Colonel La Chica is because of the instruction of the Vice President.
Yes,
Tama po
ma'am.
ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Without the instruction of the Vice President, you will never give the entire amount of 125 million to Colonel La Chica.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you realize also, Ms. Acosta, that as disbursing officer, there is a rule under PD 1445, bawal i-transfer ang disbursement sa ibang tao.
Pero ang boss ko po kasi ay si Ma'am
Please
Inday.
answer the question, ma'am.
Yes,
Under PD 1445, unauthorized transfer of disbursement is prohibited. Are you aware of that?
yes, ma'am.
And what you did is an unauthorized transfer. Tama po?
Yes po, ma'am, pero may...
In other words, you are liable for the unauthorized transfer of that money which is due for your disbursement. Tama po?
Tama po, ma'am.
Prior to this, Sir Lemuel, have you had experiences withdrawing such a huge amount of cash?
No, Your Honor.
This is the first time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sa iyong experience po, ano ang pinakamataas na nailabas mo sa bangko na cash? Na hindi na ikaw personally or kasama ka or whatever.
Maybe around 200 or 250 personal
200,
that I
250,000.
personally withdrew from the bank.
Sa itong kasong ito, kasama mo si Ma'am Gina Acosta and she is how old?
Miss Gina is 59 or 60.
59. I hope you won't mind. How old are you, Sir Lemuel?
I'm
You look young, huh?
I'm already 40. I'll be turning 43 po.
Oh, 43. Still young. Hindi ka ba ninervyos na 125 million cash ang bibit-bitin nyo palabas ng bangko?
Definitely, Your Honor. Personally, yes, meron pong kaba.
Meron ka ba? Kung meron ka ba, narinig ko rin kasi yan kanina, Mr. Chairman, kay Ma'am Gina Acosta, na kabadong-kabado siya. Okay. Ang tanong ko, pareho kayong kinakabahan. Lalo na ikaw, Assistant Chief of Staff ka ni Madam Vice President. Bakit hindi nyo sinuggest sa kanya na i-withdraw yan via armored vehicle?
At the time, Your Honor, it was a thought that hindi naisipan. Truthfully, Your Honor.
But hindi lang yan once, hindi lang yan twice, thrice, pang-apat. Kasi kung naisip niya, I mean, I'm not also sure, Mr. Chair. Let us ask Land Bank, pag ganitong mga withdrawal, hindi ba kayo nagsasuggest na, oh, Madam Vice President, mag-MOA na po tayo kasi importante na may armored vehicle na maghahatid ng pera. Did you not suggest to the Office of the Vice President?
Ms. Violeta Constantino, you're recognized.
Your Honor, wala pong request po nang galing sa inyo.
Hindi nga, nag-suggest kayo o hindi?
Hindi po.
Bakit? Hindi kaya, Mr. Chair, hindi sila nag-suggest kasi baka naman private armored vehicle ang kumukuha ng pera at hindi lang nasasabi pero akala mo walang kasama pero maraming kasama. Because you would not dare release 125 million cash, carry it in the heavily trafficked Metro Manila, risk the lives of Mr. Lemuel Ortonio and Ma'am Gina Acosta and even the driver na wala kang kaba kasi baka mamaya ratratin yan at kunin yung pera. Is that a probability, Mr. Chair? Maybe Land Bank can answer it? If not, Mr. Chair, tanunong natin si Sir Lemuel, anong sasakyan ang ginamit nyo?
The vehicle that I can remember is Innova.
Innova.
Yes.
Dalawa?
Ang ma-recall ko lang po, Your Honor, was the vehicle that I was in. So it was Toyota Innova.
Nasaan yung pera? Kay Ma'am Gina or nasa'yo?
As mentioned earlier, Your Honor, it's with me po. It's in the vehicle that I was in.
Tapos si Ma'am Gina nasaan?
She's in another vehicle po.
So, Mr. Chair, Sir Lemuel, mawalang galang na po. You are the Assistant Chief of Staff. Ba't ka papayag na ikaw ang magbibit-bit ng pera samantalang hindi ikaw ang SDO? In fact, as the superior of Ma'am Gina Acosta, you should have insisted that Gina Acosta should have and carried that money throughout. Kasi alam nyo na hindi ka pwedeng magbit-bit niyan dahil hindi ka banded officer. Tama o mali?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Bakit nyo inulit-ulit 4 na beses? At kung hindi pa nahuli, baka hanggang 12 beses yan.
Your Honor, because as mentioned by Ms. Gina, natatakot siya na nasa kanya lang. And we do admit, Your Honor, na it would have been better na kasama ko si Ms. Gina.
Okay, natatakot siya. Natatakot ka. Bakit ka pumayag na lahat nasa sayo?
The vehicle that I was in, Your Honor, had yung VPSPG, the one I
Ilan?
mentioned earlier. There were 2 po. There were 2.
Excluding the one driving.
Including the one driving po.
So isang nagdra-drive, isang nasa harap, tapos ikaw yung pasahero.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Bulletproof yung Innova nyo.
No, Your Honor.
So madali siyang i-hold up. Wala kayong bulletproof na sasakyan na dala.
We do not have a bulletproof.
Hindi kayo nang hiram.
No, Your Honor.
Anong sinakyan ni Ma'am Gina Acosta?
I cannot remember, Your Honor, unfortunately, the vehicle of Ms. Acosta. It could have been also a Toyota Innova, but I'm
Pero
not
4 na beses yung ginawa yan, kaya lang nagkaroon ka ng temporary amnesia. Tama po?
Hindi ko lang po talaga maalala yung vehicle ni Ms. Acosta, but again, most probably, it's Toyota Innova because it's either a van or Toyota Innova po ang vehicle.
Another question, Mr. Chair. Sir Lemuel, how long have you been in government?
I've been in government since 2008 po. So
What was your previous position before becoming Assistant Chief of Staff of the OVP?
previous position? I was the department head for the Human Resource Management Office of the City Government of Davao.
Yes, and that's quite a high position because it's a big city, you're a department head. Kaakibat doon, alam na alam mo ang mga responsibilidad ng bawat kawani ng gobyerno.
That's
In
correct.
this case, did you not recommend to the Vice President as Assistant Chief of Staff that the risk of the taxpayers' money amounting to 125 million every 3 months ay hindi safe sa paraan ng pagkukuha nyo?
I did not mention it anymore to
Why?
the VP.
Nininervyos ka, takot ka, Innova ang dala nyo, isang security lang, yung isa nagda-drive, hindi kayo naka-bulletproof. Siyempre, ikaw naman, I mean, you're not that old, but you're not that young either. At nandun yung cargo nyo, at hindi ikaw ang may hawak ng pera na yan. So bakit hindi mo ipinarating sa kanya na mali ang proseso nyo?
At the time, Your Honor, hindi namin naisipan, Your Honor.
Okay. From the bank, where do you bring the money?
We bring it to the office, Your Honor.
Saang office?
Office in Mandaluyong po.
Ang sabi ni Ma'am Gina Acosta kanina, ano yon, may extension office siya?
Yes, Your Honor. Within the office in Mandaluyong.
Alam ba ito ng ibang kawani ng OVP o hindi?
Ang alam ko po, no, I believe not. So, I am not sure really, Your Honor.
Ano yung office na yon? Government property?
Yes,
Or
it's
rented?
it's within the OVP office, you mean, Your Honor.
Yung extension office ni Ma'am Gina Acosta.
It's within the same floor.
I know. Yung sinasabi mo nga is ito, office ito ni Vice President. Ang tanong ko, yung extension office ni Ma'am Gina Acosta, nasaan? Andun or iba? Malayo?
It's within the same floor po. It's within the same floor.
So if it is within the same floor, paano hindi malalaman ng ibang empleyado ng OVP?
The setup right now in the Office of the Vice President po, there's a wing for the staff and there's a separate wing po. So,
There's a separate wing for what?
for where the Vice President is.
Okay, and where is the extension office of Ma'am Gina?
It's within that area po.
Saan?
Sa
Yung dito sa
executive.
mga staff or dito sa kay Ma'am VP?
Executive wing po.
Okay, sa executive wing, aside from the Vice President, ilan ang empleyado doon? Plus the security, how many people have access to that office?
More or less, Your Honor, maybe around 20 people, more or less.
20. Security po.
Security, I'm not sure how many security are there, but maybe roughly around 10 to 15, maybe.
10 to 15. So let's put it at 35 persons. Hindi ba nakakapagtaka? 35 persons, Mr. Chair, ni isa walang alam na may extension office doon?
Maybe they just thought, again, I do not know the perception of others, Your Honor. So it could be that they know it's an office of Miss Gina.
So walang nakakaalam na may opisina doon na linalagyan ng pera na kinakash advance ni Ma'am Gina Acosta.
I would have to say so, Your Honor.
Paano kayo umaakyat sa building? Hindi dumadaan ng elevator or
Elevator
hindi?
po. Elevator po.
So yung mga tao na nakakita sa dinadaanan nyo ay hindi nagtataka doon sa mga malalaki at mabibigat na bag?
I cannot say, Your Honor, kung ano po yung perception ng mga people who...
Do you think it would have been safer to bring it to somebody else's house?
I am not sure, Your Honor, because if dadalhin po sa ibang bahay, I am not sure if that would look well. So,
So hindi siya nadala sa kung kanino mang bahay?
based on the information that was shared, and yes, dahil from the bank, we headed straight to the office.
You had it straight to the office. Balikan natin, Mr. Chair, yung amount. Bakit hindi ka nag-suggest ng mas sobra sa isang SDO to lessen the risk?
Your Honor, the designation of the SDO came directly po from the Vice President.
Sorry, come again?
The designation of the SDO came
Yes,
directly.
isa lang, di ba? So 125 million yung pera na at one time palaging ini-encash ni Ma'am Gina.
That's
As Assistant Chief of Staff, and actually the Chief of Staff on Admin and Finance, no, sa pagkaintindi ko, bakit hindi mo sinuggest na maging 2 o 3 ang SDO, or you could have suggested to lessen the amount being withdrawn? Kunyari, ginawa mong monthly yung withdrawal. Bakit? Ba't kailangan maging buo and increase the risk? Meron ba kayong pagbibigyan ng one time ng 125 million?
Again, Your Honor, as to the disbursement and use, I am not familiar, Your Honor. The
As
instruction...
Chief of Staff, kaakibat ba ng iyong responsibilidad ang mag-recommend ng mga tamang gawain?
Partly, Your Honor, that's part of it.
Okay. Let me proceed to the disbursement for vouchers. You are the Assistant Chief of Staff. Dapat pinoteksyonan mo si Vice President. No? Nakalagay doon, may pirma ka. May pirma rin si Ma'am Julieta Villadel-Rey. Pareho kayo 2, ma'am. Ang nakalagay doon, pag pumipirma si Vice President Sara Duterte, certified. Expenses, cash advance necessary, lawful, and incurred under my direct supervision. Sa pagkaintindi nyo ba, kaakibat dyan na siya ang mismong responsibilidad to safeguard and make sure that 125 million in cash by Gina Acosta quarterly should be legally and lawfully utilized. Tama po ba,
Yes,
Sir Lemuel?
that's correct, Your Honor.
Ma'am Julieta?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Pakilakasan po, ma'am.
Tama po, the Vice President.
So, ang ibig nyo sabihin, maski nakapirma kayo ditong 2, ang direct accountable person is the Vice President.
Your Honor, ang certification po ng accountant is pertaining to cash availability and completeness of supporting documents for the cash advance.
Okay, how about the Assistant Chief of Staff?
For the DV, it's for the approval of the payment, Your Honor.
Approval of the payment.
Yes, Your Honor.
In other words, kung accountable si Vice President Sara Duterte, you are equally accountable. Tama po ba?
I would have to say so, Your Honor. Yes.
In other words, bakit pinayagan mong labas-pasok ang cash na parang walang mga safeguards? My next question, sinabi kanina ni Ma'am Gina Acosta, bumili siya ng 3 volt. Tama? Gaano kalaki yung volt?
As she mentioned, Your Honor, mga around 4 feet daw, Your Honor. Yun yung recollection ko.
Was this privately purchased or purchased by government?
Could be privately purchased po because I never
Who paid
recall-
for the volts?
That I do not know po, Your Honor. Because
Okay.
I never recalled signing any procurement for volts.
Ang next question ko, bakit kailangan bumili ng 3 volt? Na pwede ka namang magkaroon ng 1 volt, magkano ang laman nung, kung buong 125 million ba ang pumapasok sa 1 volt? Sa 3 volt?
As mentioned by Ms. Acosta, pinagkakasya yung money.
So why did you not, ba't hindi nyo hinati-hati yung pera?
Sorry, Your Honor.
Ba't hindi hinati-hati? Ba't hindi ginawang monthly?
The allocation, Your Honor, is per quarter po. That's why the...
So you cannot
the
release ito na monthly basis, Mr. Chair? Ganun ba?
per our understanding, Your Honor, the preparation for the release is on a quarterly basis.
Come again?
Quarterly basis.
Quarterly basis ang release. Kaninong decision yon?
This is coming from the Office of the Vice President po, sa Vice President.
So quarterly ang release based sa instruction ni Vice President.
The preparation, yes, Your Honor.
Hindi pinag-uusapan nga natin, encashment ng pera.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi nakapirma ka and si Attorney Sanchez. Di ba? So alam nyo rin yung accountability.
Correct.
Pwede ba siya maging monthly instead of quarterly para maging safe?
Based on the understanding, it's quarterly po.
Hindi nga, ang tanong nga, pwede ba siyang maging monthly? Ang quarterly kasi, nanggaling ang instruction kay Vice President. Pwede bang gawing monthly? Yung pag-withdraw nyo, kunyari, 40 million per month. Mas less ang risk. At kung ma-hold up man kayo sa daan, 40 million yung makukuha, hindi 125 million. Kaya ba yung gawin o hindi?
It can be, Your Honor.
Why did you not recommend it?
The instruction na po, Your Honor, was from the Vice President po.
Can you comment, Attorney Rosalyn Sanchez, on the same topic? Yes, the chair nods. You're recognized yata.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your Honor, I was not consulted on this matter. It was my understanding that in matters pertaining to confidential funds, it would be handled directly by the head of agency, Your Honor, and I was never consulted.
Even if you were not consulted, you are the one signing the checks. Kayong dalawa ni Mr. Lemuel Ortonio ang pumipirma ng cheque. Di ba?
Yes.
So pag pumipirma kayo ng cheque, alam nyo na 125 million cash, bawat 3 buwan, ang kukunin ni Ma'am Gina Acosta. Kaya ang tanong dito, tama ba yun or hindi kayo nag-recommend? Hindi nyo inisip yung safeguards? And at every one point in time, may 125 million na cash sa office nyo. Eh syempre with that huge amount, possible criminals pwede yang pasukin ng walang takot. Di ba? Yes or no, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair, I did not recommend, but it was my understanding that with matters pertaining to security arrangements,
No, ma'am. My question is, hindi nyo ba nakita ang risk? Hindi nyo ba nakita yung risk na delikado, 125 million, kukunin ng cash, isasakay sa Innova, ililipat pa dun kay Ed Lemuel. Tapos dadalhin sa opisina, iiwan sa opisina. Hindi ba yan risky? That's my question. I'm not asking if you were consulted or not.
Yes.
And my succeeding question is, why did you not suggest safeguards?
Because, Mr. Chair, with regard to security assessment, the office really defers to the assessment of the VP-SPG, Mr. Chair. So if it was their
Sa personal
assessment-
mong pananaw, kung ikaw si Gina Acosta at si Mr. Ortonio will be in your place, sa tingin mo ba hindi magiging delikado ang buhay mo sa ganyang sistema?
Mr. Chair, if there are safeguards, Mr. Chair, because there is also risk, Mr.
Please
Chair.
answer it with yes or no. Sa tingin mo ba hindi magiging delikado ang buhay mo if you were in the shoes of Gina Acosta?
Yes, Mr. Chair, of course.
So gagawin mo ba yun or magsasuggest ka, magre-recommend ka ng safeguards?
I would weigh the risk, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so Mr. Chair, may I now ask again, Ma'am Julieta, the same question. Ma'am, ikaw po ay nagpipirma din ng cheque. Papunta kay Ma'am Gina. Is it not that you are also a signatory to the check or silang dalawa? Okay. You are a signatory on the disbursement voucher. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero alam nyo rin po na yung cheque i-encash. Tama?
After issuance, ma'am.
Okay.
Sure.
Ma'am, you're organic to the OVP?
Yes, ma'am.
Matagal ka na po sa OVP? How long, ma'am?
34 years, Your Honor.
Yeah. And you have been an accountant in the OVP.
Yes, Your Honor.
In your 34 years of experience, Mr. Chair, Ma'am Julieta, was there ever an instance na ang isang vice-presidente ay nagwi-withdraw ng ganito kalaking pera?
This is the first time, Your Honor.
Okay. How much was the maximum encashment of a certain official in the OVP? Sa
For
pag-
confidential fund, Your Honor.
any encashment sa pagkaalala mo?
3 million, Your Honor.
3 million. So at least yung risk hindi ganong kalaki. So, Mr. Chair, the reason why I'm asking this, kasi marami ang nagtatanong, bakit ba ito iniimbestiga? Iniimbestiga ito kasi nakikita ngayon na hindi na alam kung talaga bang napunta sa kaukulang layunin ang pera o hindi. Moreover, it is apparent, and I mean my apologies, Sir Lemuel and Attorney Sanchez, you might, and even Mr. Fajarda, siguro meron kayong mga inyo-inyong talento. But bottom line, Mr. Chair, is that, apologies, and I have to say this, the appointing officer of these 3 officials here possibly appointed them without the qualifications of accountable officers. And that is why we are in this mess, because either they are in fear, takot sila, or they remain to be deaf, mute, and blind to the blatant release and encashment of millions of pesos. And that is why, in aid of legislation, Mr. Chair, there should be stronger accountability of SDOs. And there should also be stronger accountability of the other officers. Lastly, Mr. Chair, Sir Lemuel, every withdrawal nililipat sa sasakyan mo dahil natatakot si Ma'am Gina Acosta. Correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Sino ang nagbibit-bit ng pera palabas?
Palabas
Sa bangko papunta sa sasakyan na sinasakyan mo?
As I can recall, Your Honor, as mentioned earlier, it is through the help po ng bank. But I will try to recall again, Your Honor, and maybe in the next committee hearing, I can have better recollection.
Kasi Mr. Chair, kunyari magwi-withdraw kang ng 500,000, no? Or 1 million, tapos matanda ka na, bibit-bitin mo yon, medyo frail ang isang senior, hindi talaga tumutulong ang bangkong magbit-bit. Kasi pag nagka-problema yan, sila ang sisisihin. And that's a bank policy. Sino pang ibang tumulong? Yung paghakwat papunta sa sasakyan.
Your Honor, I can recall na meron nga yung parang trolley. And possibly
Sino
po,
nagpupush ng trolley?
again, Your Honor, as I can recall, it's the from the bank. As to doon
Teller,
sa...
security guard,
definitely not the teller. So it can be one of
utility?
It can be one of the utility. It can be one of the bank employee.
Pero Mr. Chair, hindi lang kasi ito isang beses eh. 4 na beses kasi. Pwede bang yung 4 na beses na yun ay nakalimutan nyo? So dun sa likod lahat nakalagay ang pera or dun sa harap?
Likod po, Your Honor.
Likod lahat?
Likod, yes.
Gaano kabigat yung isang bag?
Hindi ko po siya na-try, Your Honor, na...
Naihakwat?
Oo, na alsahin po, Your Honor.
Pero are you aware about the accountability of such an action?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Chair, may we get the input of the Assistant Chief of Staff? Yung bang activities na nakasaad doon sa mga papel na nakita mo ay sang-ayon doon sa joint circular?
Based on the documents that were presented to me when we got the AOMs, yes, Your Honor, because there were several acknowledgement receipts, and then there was also a certification coming from the VPSPG that they were able to conduct intelligence and confidential operations.
So, ang naging implementor, Mr. Chair, nitong mga confidence building activities under the Office of the Vice President are actually the VP, what do you call that?
VP-SPG.
VP-SPG.
As to the implementer, Your Honor, I'm not really sure if it's the VP-SPG, but it was signed by Colonel Lachica po, who is the group commander of the VP-SPG.
So in other words, dahil siya ang group commander at siya ang pumirma, sila ang nag-implement.
As per my understanding, Your Honor, Colonel Lachica as the security officer has a different set of parang operatives nila, Your Honor. And that again, Your Honor, I'm not very familiar. So maybe Colonel Lachica would be the best person to provide such information.
Are the 3 vaults still with the office of Ma'am Gina Acosta?
We'll have to check with Miss Gina po.
So Mr. Chair, siguro ang isang dapat nito is every time an office is allocated confidential funds, siguro dapat tingnan yung kakayanan ng ating mga accountable officers. Kasi dalawa lang po yan eh. Either you will appoint or recommend capable officials, or you will appoint or recommend officials who will be good followers but not really real soldiers. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. At sana itong pangyayari na ito ay hindi na ulit mangyari, lalong-lalo na sa ibang ahensya. And by the way, Mr. Chair, I just noticed dun sa kanilang mga accomplishment report, nakalagay palagi confidence/intelligence funds. Parang naging pro forma kasi wala namang intel funds eh. If you look at the paper, yung kanilang mga accomplishment report, it says accomplishment report for confidential/intelligence funds. Parang pro forma na kinuha. Where in fact, it should be confidential funds because hindi naman military agency yung OVP at yung DepEd. So I do hope, Mr. Chair, while I do respect Sir Fajarda, Sir Lemuel Ortonio, Attorney Sanchez, and even Ma'am Gina Acosta, napakabigat ng ganitong pangyayari na ang nagiging kawawa ay mga ordinaryong opisyal ng gobyerno dahil alam natin sa ganitong sitwasyon, while even if they feign ignorance on what happened, with position actually comes accountability. So I actually cannot, swallow the fact na maraming mga government officials and employees ang madadamay dahil lang hindi nila naintindihan kung ano yung dapat gawin o hindi naigawa ng maayos ang utos ng ating isang opisyal. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Chairman, can I have a manifestation?
Yes, SDS, Don Gonzales.
Salamat, Mr. Chairman. Tamang-tama ni Congressman Janet, natumbok niya uli yung kay La Chica. So, I would magbibigay po ako ng manifestation that I manifest that both OVP and DepEd funds are really controlled by Colonel La Chica. In the end, it's controlled by only one group. So they have the same confidential programs. Wouldn't a group be confused if the programs were different? The OVP and DepEd have different mandates. So yun lang po, Mr. Chairman. At isang tanong ko lang po, si Colonel Nolasco is under Colonel La Chica, Mr. Assistant COS?
Colonel Dennis Nolasco is used to be the deputy commander po.
But is under Colonel La Chica?
Under Colonel La Chica po.
That's all, Mr. Chairman. Salamat.
Thank you. Mr. Chair. Congressman Acop, you're recognized.
Thank you. Mr. Ortonio, did I hear you right na just because may mga kompleto yung liquidation report because of the existence of acknowledgement receipts, okay na po? Tama po ba yung pagkaintindi ko?
Apart from the acknowledgement receipts, there's also a certification coming from the VPSPG. And we were also furnished, Your Honor, with a copy of their accomplishment report. However, we were not able to submit it to COA, which is which was the reason why we were issued an ND po.
If the acknowledgement receipts are fake and not properly filled up, would you still consider your answer to the Honorable Garin the same?
No, Your Honor, if it's not true, Your Honor.
The next question is, did you vet the attachments to your liquidation report?
No, Your Honor. I was only able to see the acknowledgement receipts, Your Honor, when we already prepared the reply to the AOM.
Were you not surprised that the acknowledgement receipts presented in today's hearing and in the previous hearings ay hindi po nasa tama?
I would not say po na hindi nasa tama. I think based on the ARs that were submitted, it would be the security officer who would be able to best explain.
Yeah, I agree that they will explain, pero dumadaan po sa inyo eh. And sa tingin niyo po ba, ministerial lang yung trabaho ninyo? Just because it was prepared by uniformed personnel, lusot na, tama na, correct na?
No, Your Honor.
But according to you, you did not do anything. You did not vet the documents which were attached to the liquidation reports.
Based on the, because of the voluminous amount of documents, Your Honor, we might not have been able to check it properly, Your Honor. But again, these are submitted already to COA po.
Yes. Now, may I know what is the status of Colonel Lachica and Colonel Nolasco doon po sa mga opisina ng OVP at saka DepEd?
Sorry, Your Honor.
Are they official employees of DepEd or Office of the Vice President?
No, Your Honor.
And you, shall we say, entrusted to them the use and a part of the liquidation of the confidential funds to them?
Yes, Your Honor, because they were designated for OVP, Your Honor, because Colonel Lachica is designated as the security officer po.
So you think that is appropriate and in order? Na ipagamit ninyo, ang gagamit po ng pondo, magmamanage lahat, ay isang tao na hindi naman po officially nasa office or empleyado ng opisina.
Yes, Your Honor, but because
tama po yun?
He has a designation po as the security officer.
Tama po ba yun? Sa akala nyo?
In my understanding, Your Honor, yes, because number one, he is designated, and in terms of conducting confidential activities, the security officer would be the best person to conduct such activities.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
We will. Thank you. Kung wala na po. Yes, Congressman Paduano.
Ang tanong kasi ni Chairman Acop, ano na to, internet lang tanong kasi ni Chairman Acop, tama o ba na i-designate as security officer yung hindi naman bahagi ng Office of the Vice President? And kasi magkaiba po yun, di ba? May magkaibang agency yun, di ba? So yun isang tanong na, kaya nga ano ko, Mr. Chairman, with regards to that question that was raised by Chairman Acop, tama po ba o hindi? Of course, hindi natin pinapangunahan ng COA. It's up to them. But if a case will be filed, that would be a test case. No? Designating SO daw, security officer, using confidential fund, which is not part of that agency. Now, second is, of course, question was SDO. This is the first time, kasi po, normally, nandito naman po yung COA, alam po ng COA that the authority given to the SDO cannot be delegated. Because an authority which is delegated to an SDO cannot be delegated, definitely. Di ba? Ngayon, ito, question of confidential fund, again, if a case will be filed, this will also be at this case. Kasi aabot talaga ito sa Supreme Court, yung mga appeals and everything, no? Kaya, Mr. Chairman, yung sa COA lang po, wala dito yung COA. Madam COA, saan ba yung COA? Anyway, nandito yung isa. Anyway, ano lang po, yung ano ko lang po, yung advice ko, because it was raised by Congressman Dante, and lagi po, pag katapos ni Congressman Dante, umalis po kagad. But please check, because you were asked by Dante if this is the first time that you were issued a subpoena. And this is not the first time. Si Chairman, Chairman ng Good Government natin. This is not the first time because even in my committee, but in fact, we direct COA to conduct a fraud audit in the absence of NDs, in the absence of EOMs. Yung iba, EOMs pa lang. So, hindi po inviolative of the mandate of the COA in relation to inquiry in aid of legislation. Ang dami po kong cases, no? Pag-check na lang po para in the next hearing, COA, makapaganda po kayo, no? Pag may mga similar question that will be raised in your mandate and in your function, no? As COA. Now, lastly, Mr. Chairman, with regards to the admin matters, just to balikan lang po natin yung issuance of contempt order to the fore, no?
We have an outstanding contempt and arrest order with respect to Ortonio, Sunshine Farda, Gina Acosta, and Edward Farda.
Yes, Chairman, can I proceed?
But insofar as Ortonio is concerned, I think the committee issued two contempt and arrest order. So what is the pleasure of the
yes, Mr. Chairman,
members?
Yung kay Ortonio kasi, ito, you violated Section 11, Paragraph A, yung first contempt, no, sa apat. It's a question, it's Paragraph A, refusal to obey summons without legal excuse. So you're not present for the previous hearing, so you were cited in contempt in violation of Section 11, Paragraph A. Now, with regards to Sir Ortonio, he was cited again in contempt through the motion of Congressman Hill Bongalon in violation of Section 11 once again, but Paragraph F, the same as in the violation of Attorney Lopez. Now, Mr. Chairman, since the four, now including Ms. Gina Acosta, voluntarily appear into this hearing, but still the violation has been committed, no? And when in fact they have not yet served such contempt orders from this committee because they were not in possession of the SAA. But Mr. Chairman, because they voluntarily appear in today's hearing, may I move, Mr. Chairman, to grant Mr. Limel Ortonio, Ms. Sansen Farda, Ms. Gina F. Acosta, and Mr. Edward Farda to be granted the furlough, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion to grant.
Second.
Duly seconded.
And Mr. Chairman, may I ask the COMSEC if we have established a quorum because the motion to contempt the four resource persons were issued the contempt by the members of the committee present during the previous hearing, unanimously approved, and we'll just like to establish if there's still a quorum because we cannot lift or grant a furlough without the
Quorum.
a quorum.
COMSEC.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Your Honor, There were registration of votes and there was a quorum registered at 11:33 p.m. with the Secretariat, Your Honor. The following members voted for the furlough of the 4 OVP employees. Chairperson Joel Chua, SDS Dong Gonzales, Vice Chairperson Acop, Deputy Minority Leader Castro, Kong Ortega V, Representative Zia Alonto Adyong, Kong Paduano, Vice Chairperson Janet Garin, Congressman Rog Gutierrez, and Congressman Barbers, Your Honor. So we have 10 members voting unanimously for the furlough, Your Honor.
Chairman,
Yes,
and lastly,
yes.
Mr. Chairman, just to remind the resource person that was granted furlough today's hearing.
That this is conditional.
With the commitment that he should be present in the next hearing, no? And tentatively, that will be Friday, this week. No? So, I hope you have that commitment.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, may I be recognized?
Yes, please, Mr. Ortonio.
First of all, maybe on behalf of my colleagues, we'd like to extend our gratitude for extending furlough, in terms of the orders that were issued to us. So we'd like to extend our appreciation, our gratitude to this one. And part of this would be the commitment to be attending the succeeding hearings po. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Meron pa po bang gustong...
Mr. Chair, I have a quick manifestation, of course, with the indulgence of
Congressman Janet Garin.
I saw in the news a statement of Senator Bato. And this was actually related to Attorney Zulaika Lopez when she was... Can I play his words quickly? Okay lang po ba?
Yes, please.
Instead, pina-discharge. Why? Simple. Ganun na ba kayo mag-treat ng pasyente? Pumunta ang pasyente dyan para humingi ng medical attention from you. Tapos ang bilis ninyong discharge yung tao. Ganun na pala. Somebody is there anybody terrorizing you that will accept our patient? Ganun ba? Tinawagan ba kayo? Tawag mo pagkakit yung pasyente na yan?
Mr. Chair, just to give a very brief summary, he was actually saying, dinala si Ma'am Zulaika sa St. Luke's, minadali daw kaagad na discharge, hindi man lang daw pinatingnan yung scoliosis, gustong ma-x-ray, gustong ma-scan, hindi man lang pinagawa ng medical test, and he was saying, bakit ganito? Meron bang nagte-terrorize sa St. Luke's? Meron bang nag-terrorize sa mga doktor na bakit kailangan kaagad ilabas-labas si Attorney Zulaika Lopez? For the record, Mr. Chair, hindi naman po ganun ang mga doktor. And I've had a long history with St. Luke's. Hindi po ganun ang hospital na yon. And for the record, Mr. Chair, lahat ng tao kapag ninadala sa hospital, if it warrants admission, the hospital will really admit. If it warrants emergency attention, the hospital will really give due attention. Most possibly, if the patient does not warrant admission, the hospital will refuse. Kasi hindi po hotel yan eh. Second, Mr. Chair, yung hospital, syempre, meron din yung mga maraming ibang pasyente. And there are several reasons that the hospital does that. Because, syempre, matutulog doon si VP. It's a security nightmare. So with that, Mr. Chair, I'm just putting that in record. Kasi baka mamaya, meron pang ibang mga statements si Senator Bato accusing doctors or accusing people of terrorizing doctors and hospitals, then that can lead to a possible discussion in the future. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Are there any other matters that the member wish to discuss?
Tanungin ko lang po, ano po ba ang nangyayari doon po sa labas ng kwarto? May komosyon po ba? Wala po ba masyadong tao doon? Sino po yung nasa labas noong kwarto? Doon po, nung mga panahon po yon, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Please continue, sa.
I believe, again, the video will bears out. As per our policy po, wala naman nung kailangan na nakatayo na security dun sa may pintuan kung pag ho nakalak. So wala ho akong nakikita magiging dahilan para maging panggagalingan ng takot ng mga nasa loob. Wala po tayong tao na nandun. At tinayagan ho natin sila na puro tao ho ng OVP ang nakalapit. Noon nga pong nakakarinig tayo ng, although hindi pa natin confirm nung umpisa, na nahihirapan daw ho huminga si Atty. Lopez. So ang mga tao ho doon, tao ho ng OVP at hindi po yung security natin.
So Mr. Chair, kung sa buong oras po na yon, puro mga tao lang na OVP yung nasa labas, wala naman po sigurong dahilan. Ako po ay mag-agree kay Saa. Wala naman po sigurong dahilan para matakot sila na papasukin sila ng mga sarili nilang tao doon po sa loob ng kwarto. So, Mr. Chair, I was informed by the COMSEC, the video is now ready with the audio.
COMSEC?
Ay po, ma'am. Good evening. Ayan. Pwede po tayo magbukas ng ilaw? Sige, ma'am po. Kailangan pa ni ma'am mag-robe or what?
Pakilakas po yung volume.
Mr. Chair, may narinig yata ako, very faint yung audio, pero tama po ba, may narinig ako na gusto niyo po bang magsuot ng robe niyo or what? Yun po yata yung, tapos mukha naman pong napakamalumanay nung boses, pero para po, in the interest of time, Mr. Chair, sige po.
Po, ma'am. Good evening. Ayan. Pwede po tayo magbukas ng ilaw? Sige, ma'am po. Kailangan pa ni ma'am mag-robe or what? Ma'am, good evening po.
Yun, Mr. Chair. So, yun po, mukhang kita naman po to verify the manifestations of our Sergeant at Arms a while ago, very kalmado, napakakalmado po nung sitwasyon. Nagtanong pa nga po si ma'am, baka po gusto niyong mag-robe. So, ibig sabihin po, iniisip pa po nung nag-deliver ng order, yung sitwasyon ba, kung kailangan niya magtakip, kung nakapajamas nga po talaga siya, Mr. Chair. So, thank you, COMSEC, for bringing that up. Mr. Chair, siguro po, nakita ko po dun sa isang video, parang yung pangalawa po yata, nung pumasok na sila sa loob, nandun po yata yung pag-surrender nung cellphone. Kasi naalala ko po, yun po yung isa sa mga naging issue ko, no? Dito po sa sitwasyon na yon, ninakaw daw, forcibly taken yung kanilang mga cellphone. Kaya, Mr. Chair, if I may quickly request the COMSEC to please play that second video, yung pumasok po sa kwarto tapos tinurn over po yung cellphone.
COMSEC?
Kung hindi naman po, Mr. Chair, kung matatagal, ayan po, sige po.
May volume po yun?
Sige lang po, Mr. Chair. I think we don't need to hear it naman po. Yung mismo gesture po siguro would be sufficient to, for me to jump off from. Kahit po wala na audio, pwede po bang i-play na po natin?
Kahit wala na pong audio, pakituloy lang po yung play.
Dito po, Mr. Chair, siguro ang napansin ko po, dalawa po yung cellphone dito. Assuming po, yung isa po kay Yusek Lopez, siguro po yung isa, dun po sa staff. Pero yun nga po, inabot po ni Yusek Lopez doon po sa personnel, tapos inabot niya pa doon sa staff para i-off or kung ano man. So siguro po dito rin po makikita natin, wala namang escalation po, hindi ninakaw, it wasn't forcibly taken from them. And Mr. Chair, mayroon lang interesting sa akin. Pinanood ko po kasi ulit yung press conference. Parang 3 beses po na nakita ko na meron pa ring cellphone yung staff. So siguro po 3 lang po to, Mr. Chair, mabilis lang to, 8 seconds lang po yung ibang mga footage. Kung pwede po nating mapakita 3 times during the press con na may cellphone po yung staff na nasa loob. While we're pulling that up, Mr. Chair, mismong si Yusek Lopez ang nagsabi doon po sa press conference niya, ang sabi niya, they demanded to get our phone. We don't have a phone. That's why we're calling from this laptop, like the Viber. We're calling the lawyer from here. I don't have a phone to contact anyone. Siguro po lahat naman tayo alam na kapag may Viber ka, may contact ka sa labas. It's as good as having your phone with you. Kasi nandun na rin naman na po yung Viber, yung contacts mo. So, siguro po hindi po totoo na wala silang abilidad na kumontak sa labas. At saka siguro, Mr. Chair, the fact that they were able to stage a full-blown press conference all throughout that time, ibig sabihin po, wala silang restrictions in terms of communicating outside. So siguro po, Mr. Chair, pakita lang po natin very quickly. Yung sa press con po, not this one po, Comsec. Not this one. Yung 3 po na nandun sa press briefing.